When you first start driving your vehicle, one of the things that most drivers, new drivers, overlook is where to put your phone. So when you're driving, you want to stay alert and you want to pay attention to the road. And one of the best ways to do that is to get a place where you can mount your phone and not have to worry about your phone falling down, getting in the way, or you looking down when you really should be looking forward. So this right here is one of the best accessories you can get that can help you alleviate that and make you a good driver out on the road. So students of driving, this is something you need to consider. They're very cheap and they have lots of different configurations and different types of styles you can get that can match your car and also fit your type of car, because compatibility is something to consider. Figuring out where to mount your phone when you get your new car is tricky. You can put your phone in the cup holders, you can put them in the air vent, you can put them on the screen here, on the glass, right? Or you can put it on the dash. We're gonna go over today the ones that go into the air vent and also the ones that go on the glass. In the future, we're also gonna review a few others into, for instance, like your cup holder car mounts, which are actually really awesome, and we will be covering those on this channel. We'll also be covering the type that are really easy to install and some that are a little bit more difficult to install, but that use a sticker where you can mount it anywhere you want, right? You can mount it here, you can mount it there, anywhere you want. Now, the good news is that if you guys need any types of help while installing these, I'm available anytime to help you install them, to help you pick out the right type of car mount. And we will be covering each one on this channel. So let's take a look at this easy clip car mount and see how it works. Now, this car phone mount also does come with a vent mount, and you could take this and you can replace the little ball socket joint, which will allow you to mount in the vents. Now, keep in mind, if you do this route, it is one of the more easier ways to install the phone mount. However, if you have the heater on, for instance, like let's say you got the heater on and it's like at 80 degrees or 85 degrees, then your phone may be overheated, and you do not want to have your phone overheat. So in the summertime, this seems to work. It is a little bit more difficult to get it to work in the winter. And if you have a case on your phone, that could seriously help, because that will block out the heat if you do decide to go this route. Now, if you're strapped on time and you want to get this Andobil Easy Clip car mount installed quickly, you should go the air vent clip mount route, and I will show you how to do that real quickly, how to install that. Very quick and easy. Just take this little bolt-like device and you just twist it, keep twisting it. It loosens the ball socket joint, and then you should be able to just keep doing that and then pry it off, and there you go. Uh-oh, where did that go? It fell down there. All right. So you got 3 pieces. What you want to do is kind of get that on there, right? Just so you know it's there. And then get ready to push the ball socket in and just push it in like so. And then the more you twist this inward, the tighter the joint gets. So that's how that works, guys. I would say you're gonna want to twist it on there, not too hard, but enough to where you can slowly change the dynamics of the ball socket angle, because it may be useful. Or if you want extra stability, just tighten it nice and good, call it good. Then you also have this little clip right here, which can also be opened or closed. Right now we have the little mouth there, the little teeth closed. I want to open it up just a little bit so I can insert it and basically clip it into the air vent. So let's go ahead and do that now. All right, I got the teeth open. Let's go ahead and insert it. Up just a little bit more and insert it. twist on this little thingy here, so the arms can bite into the air vent and hold on to it. And you want to be gentle, because if you're not gentle, you may damage it, because a lot of these air vents were designed really to just be an air vent and not have something hanging from it. However, if you're gentle, you shouldn't have any issues with installing it. Now, just push this together like that, and there you have it. It is now set up. Look at that. Now I'm gonna modify it just a little bit, because I do see there is a little bit of that glare right now happening. And again, guys, remember to modify the angle, you just need to loosen the ball socket, spin this right here, and you should be just fine to oscillate it. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that now. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and loosen it. Now it might be good to take it out of the air vent first before you loosen this, because right now it's pretty tight. So I'm gonna take it out first, because I don't want to put any extra pressures on the vents there. Gotta make sure that you're safe and not damage your vehicle. Okay, so here we are, we have it. Just gonna, I might have actually over tightened it a little bit. Just gonna loosen it. There you go, it's loose now. So now I can change the angle to be more downward. I'm gonna go ahead and reinsert it again, and then I'm gonna check to see if I see any glare. And I mean, iPhone is a glass screen, so you will probably see glare to some extent, which is normal in my opinion. All right, I think it's good. I'm tightening it. Wrong way. Okay, got it. There we go. And there we have it. It is now set up. Great. Great, great, great. So now when driving, I'm not gonna be distracted. I can just look at the road and drive without any issues. And if I need to, I can utilize the screen on here and be operational just fine. And when you're ready to take the phone out, just push the buttons on the side here. It'll pop open and just pull the phone right out. There you have it. The Easy Clip car mount installed into the vent. Works like a charm. All right, now I want to try it and go ahead and mount it on the dash. And I'm also going to try to mount it on the glass. Right, some car surfaces, they're just not going to work the same way, right? Because the surface is either too porous or it's angled too much. Like this right here wouldn't work. Maybe right here would work. Right here is pretty flat, right? But this is also where the airbag is. So I'm gonna go slightly off centered, probably right here, dash over here. And that is gonna be my goal, because that's what I wanna do. Now I can't mount it here because it's gonna be too much in the line of sight of where I'm trying to see, right? I don't wanna get in the way of what I'm seeing. So I'm gonna have to basically find a spot that's kind of like this, where it's out of the way, but on the dash. Clean the surface first real quick. I'm gonna install it and we're gonna see how it works. Let's get to it. Always follow the instructions. It says here, clean the flat dash, stick and press and lock, wait 15 minutes to start to use. And then if you need to remove it and use it again, be sure to actually wash the suction cup, because if you don't wash it, it'll end up like this. And a quick tip, see how it has like dirt and stuff on there and hairs and all that? It's gonna end up like that. And then the suction cup itself won't really work very good. So what you need to do is wash it with hot water, and then when the rubber is warm and clean, you should be able to reutilize it. And this will work with any type of car mount that has suction cup that needs to be reapplied. Just wash it in some hot water and then reapply it, and you should be golden. And also obviously make sure that you clip it in place. Once you've pushed it in, you clip it in place by using this little clip right here. You push it inward like that. and that will ensure that it ain't going anywhere. Guys, I wanted to mention, if you need help, reach out to Andobil or reach out to me on this channel and we can help you guys out. Conversely, if you actually enjoyed the product, Andobil would like to see some reviews and some positive feedback, let Andobil know what they're doing right. Because if they're doing a good job, they need to know. And if they're not doing a good job, let them know, because Andobil is one of the best companies out there in the car mount space. They really care, they really listen, and you get your 18-month warranty, right? So if anything happens for a year and a half, you are covered. All right, I really appreciate the people who did these manuals. They're very easy to use. If you're having any kind of trouble whatsoever, utilize these manuals, guys. They are phenomenal. There's so much detail in these manuals. We'll install it there. I am maybe thinking about installing the disc here, but due to the irregular surfaces and the fact this is more concave, you need a surface that's more convex as opposed to concave. If you have the option to choose, that's the kind you would choose, because obviously you don't want there to be any crazy overhang. A little bit of overhang could be fine. We're gonna peel this. I've already cleaned the surfaces and the surfaces are perfect, and I think they're ready, and this appears to be the most flat spot. So we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna try it. Alrighty, so let's go ahead, peel this off. We want our first attempt to be our best attempt, and you do not want to have to keep reapplying these. You screw this up, it's gonna be hard to get another one. Looks like it could work. No, I don't think it will. The most flat surface is still right there. So that's what we're gonna do. Alrighty, there it is. I have it positioned. I'm gonna push down. I'll push down for about 30 seconds or so. Yeah. There it is. It's applied. Now let's see what it looks like with my phone there. So when trying to put my phone in there, I made a fatal mistake. The phone does not actually, the phone collides with the glass, guys. So you have to think about these types of things. If you don't think about it and like take a look, like it slid, it fell out, and it turns out that this surface is no good. And most likely you may run into the same issue. Most people can't get the surfaces to work right at all. It is so difficult. So naturally, I would say that the next best spot would have been right here. But you see, because I didn't get it right the first time, it's really just not gonna work anymore. Which is why I always recommend, if you're thinking about the dash, just don't even bother with the dash. Just go straight for the glass, because with the glass, it's much more smooth, it's much more flat. You're just not gonna have the same types of problems that you do with these dashes. It's very rare that you can find a good area to mount it on the dash. Now I have seen some sticker car mounts that can be mounted in various locations, like here or there. I'll leave the links in the description. Some people are able to mount somewhere in these regions, but the dashboard in this car does not work, unfortunately. So we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna put it on that one there. So if you failed to apply the little disc, you may be able to reapply it on the glass. It's not that unrealistic that you should be able to do at least 1 or 2 more applications to get the most out of it. And now another thing to keep in mind is, now even if you don't have the disc, or if the disc gets ruined and doesn't work, you still may be able to get away without using the disc. The reason you would be able to get away without using the disc is because 1, the suction cup itself works, and 2, the suction cup is sticky. So you should be able to just stick it on there and not have too many problems. That's one of the reasons why I like Andobil, because they give you many different ways to set your car mount up with the very many different types of car setups there are out there, and the different types of air vents and mounting solutions. Like, you gotta have options, and Andobil gives you that with its various types of product. So take a look. So lining it. And I'm pushing pretty hard, right? I'm pushing pretty hard. All right, pushed inward. I'm applying pressure on all the sides there, right? And I'm taking this little thing, and I'm pushing it all the way in. There we go. And once that's set up, you can start oscillating the little ball socket joint to get the right position so you won't have any trouble. Yeah, take a look at that. Seems to be working. Now you do have some adjustments like this adjustment here. I'm gonna go ahead and do that. And whether the phone should be hanging or not hanging, I think having it come down and touch the bottom is better for it, for the stability sake of the device. Right there. And then I'm also gonna tighten this as well. There we go. It's tightened. There you have it. It's now set up. All right, we are good to go for our drive. And when you're done, just push this button. It comes right out. Because those little arms that oscillate back and forth, they just open up. See that? There it is. Here. It's as easy as 1, 2, 3. Look at that. Quick and easy.